Yeah. Bro, what the fuck? All right, y'all hear me? All right, we got a third down and 7. Third down and 7. Looks like the Browns is coming out. We got Judy out wide. Jameis Winston back in a backdrop. Oh, look at the snow flurries. It's looking beautiful out there tonight. Snow flurries. Oh, they just got the Steelers to go off sides. Go off sides. We got the Steelers. It's going to come back 5. Or go forward 5 yards. That is on 75 Betonio with the damn, my neighbor's been setting off fireworks all year long, y'all. Are we setting up with third down and 12 after the false start by number 75, left guard Batonio? Winston in the backdrop. He's setting up the throw. He's hit his receiver for a short little gain. It's going to come up short. Stopping forward momentum. It's bringing up fourth down and about 6. 8:04 left in the first quarter for the Cleveland Browns. Good 3 and out. What do we expect? We knew it was going to be a low scoring game, guys. We knew it was going to be a low scoring game almost halfway through the first. It's 4th and 4. Cleveland punting off to the Steelers right now. I mean, they said it was going to be bad weather. It looks like it might be just a little bit cold outside or something like that. I see the snow flurries buzzing. Oh, we got a penalty on the kickoff. Let's see what this penalty on. Looks like it's gonna be unsportsmanlike conduct. Look like somebody might be getting into it with a referee. I don't know what's going on here. Let me grab my drink, y'all. Got to get the drink in. Be right, right. We had a player drive a player all the way through the kickoff into the sideline. So it looks like a personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the Steelers. Who's that on 23? Kazi? On the sideline chirping a little bit. Y'all know what's going on. The Pittsburgh Steelers is ready to play on this Thursday night. A funny thing that I learned is the Browns are 7-8 in their last 8 Thursday night footballs. That was pretty crazy to me. I wasn't expecting that from Cleveland. see your phone real quick. You don't have the YouTube app? Yo, yo. I'm just making sure the audio's right. Oh man, y'all. I done dropped my Mr. Fog and everything. Trying to go get a drink. Ravens, Steelers have been playing all right today, man. I'd say some of the things that I'm looking to see out of the Steelers. I want to see a big game from Pickens today. Pickens had a great game. What was he had? 12 targets for 9 catches, 142 yards, or maybe it was 12 catches. Yeah. Ah man, I done hurt my hand, y'all. Damn. Golly. Yeah, Pickens last week had 9 catches for 142 yards. He hauled in a touchdown. We had J- go what? No. All right, we got first and 10. The Steelers. Man, we had a penalty-ridden game today already with 2 penalties back to back on the kickoff and on the first play of the Steelers' offensive drive. What was that on Hayward? 83 false start. Like I was saying, man, I think Pickens is going to have a pretty solid game. I'm waiting to see how they activate him on the other side of the ball. I'm waiting to see how they play Warren in the backfield. I know Nick Chubb has been having a pretty difficult time getting that ball going. Hasn't went over 60 yards in the past 5 games. They did have his over today at about 61 yards. I thought that was pretty high, so I took the under on Nick Chubb today. Oh, we got a big run by Najee Harris. Najee, I didn't want to take the 71-yard over on Najee. I don't know if that was wrong of me, but I don't know. Something about today. I know people were saying it's a cold game, the weather. They're probably gonna get down and dirty and just run the ball. Both teams are gonna run the ball, try to keep it out of the air. But I don't see this weather being too bad. It's a little cold, but neither one of these teams are just warm weather teams that haven't played in cold weather. So I do see Russell Wilson letting that thing go. I know he has spent some time in Seattle. Seattle got nasty weather, so Russell Wilson ain't opposed to nasty weather. I also took Russell Wilson for an anytime touchdown. I don't know, something's telling me he's just gonna get towards the end zone and he's gonna tuck the thing and run. His hands gonna be too cold and he's gonna get in and he's gonna tuck that thing and run. So I'm looking to see what number 3 does with the Steelers in that backfield today. I think Russell Wilson's going to take off for a touchdown run. I don't know, man. And we got last week versus Ravens. Wilson had 205, no touchdowns, no touchdown passes against Lamar and the Ravens, and he still managed to pull out a victory. That's what was crazy to me. Hella performances by Pickens and other receivers, but no touchdown passes. But we almost got one right here. A nice bomb. A nice bomb to Pickens. I told y'all, 1-4 is in the building tonight. 1-4 is in the building tonight. If you want to win a little money on your parlay, you got to put Pickens on the parlay. Y'all know that. With a nice little Hufflepuff push off. He did get off with the push off, but we're not gonna worry about that as long as the play and the catch was sealed, y'all. Y'all know how we do around here. As long as the play was sealed, we are fine. Bringing up second down, we got Brown. Uh, I'd like to see the Steelers get a little more tight end play. I know they don't really use them all that much. Sometimes they go over the middle to Washington. I know he's not really necessarily a tight end, but they kind of run him in like a tight end set package, averaging 14 targets or 14 routes per game that he's running, targeted on 26% of those routes, but they're usually like something that has to do with the middle congested area of the field. So I'm also thinking that they might throw him a little touchdown, little dump right over the middle of the field at some point. Oh my God, ref, did you miss the face mask? I've been catching that a lot, y'all. Referees this season's been missing face mask calls. I don't know. I don't know if a call came down and somebody told them, hey, don't call these or what, but we missing a lot of face mask calls, y'all. We still tied up at 0-0, 0-0 in the first quarter. We knew it was gonna be low scoring, but Jesus, I thought it might get to 31 points or something. I'm thinking we're gonna end the first quarter 3-0. If not 7-0, 3-0. Wilson dropped back for the pass with a monstrous tackle over the middle. Monstrous tackle over the middle by 33 Browns. Who is that right there? I couldn't even see the name on there. Who is that right there? Let me know who 33 on the Browns defense is. Now we got the Steelers bringing on the kicking unit. It's looking like three. I don't know. Maybe today, maybe it is so cold that everybody is just, hey, let us just get a three and out, man. We're tired. I don't want to get tackled no more. Let's just give three hard plays and we're gonna punt. And let's just tell the other team three hard plays and we're gonna punt. And the Steelers with a horrible fourth down try. The Steelers with a horrible fourth down try. And the Steelers, man, a key takeaway from last week's game against the Ravens is that the Steelers did an excellent job of limiting the run ability. They never let it get too out of pocket to where they weren't able to sustain a comeback or keep them in position to win the game. The run was fantastic, 140 or 100 and something yards rushing on the Ravens end, but they did keep it limited to where it wasn't too heavy. But what we seeing today is the Cleveland Browns is out here stuffing the run for the Steelers. The Steelers, every time they try to put the ball in Najee Harris's hand, it's like the offensive line just doesn't block. It's almost like they don't want Najee to get no yardage. I don't know what's going on. Because my man's is a solid running back. I kind of liken a Najee Harris to. I know I might get slandered for this, but I would say more like a uh, Alvin Kamara. I would say Najee and Alvin Kamara kind of give me the same vibes, but the thing is, Alvin's able to get off a little bit because the offense kind of has been built, like they built more packages around Alvin Kamara than they have a Najee Harris. Because I mean, for one, when you struggling with QB struggles, you going between Justin Fields or trying to decide if you want to go with Russell Wilson or not. So now you're thinking, oh, well, maybe I want to go with Justin Fields. Maybe I want to go with Russell Wilson. What are we going to do to get Pickens involved in the game? What are we going to do to get Washington involved in the game? How are we going to get these other new guys that we brought in into the game? People we traded for, guys that are hurt. How are we going to get them back active? Oh, also, we got to give Najee Harris the ball. That's on the back burner. That's how I see the Steelers this season. They wanted to just figure out if they could have a solid QB. Once they figured out, okay, we can trust Russell Wilson. Now what we're gonna try to do is build packages and offensive schemes and figure out who is a target. That's why they're picking on, ironically, Pickens right now. Pickens has been getting picked on. He's been getting targeted 12, 14 times in a game. And see, the thing is, he's coming down with 8 to 9 of those. So he's becoming an offensive threat. Then we got other players on the team, man. They've been stepping up. The Steelers are 8-2 right now. I was not expecting the Steelers to be 8-2 and nobody else did. We saw that it was going to be cool with Justin Fields, but at the same time, we were thinking, how long can he keep this going? 4-1 is cool, but at the same time, is he going to be able to get us to the playoffs and more importantly, the Super Bowl? I think Russell Wilson has put the Steelers in position to where they are an actual Super Bowl contender. Contender, I don't know about winner at this point. The defense is still a little laggy. The offensive line rarely gets pushed on the run. Like when you're going up against teams, definitely in playoff mode, you're going to need to be able to get a push on your offensive line. You're going to be able to need to get at least 2 to 3 seconds in the pocket for the quarterback on key plays for them to get first downs. Now we're going with 2nd and 4. The Browns, who is that we got? We got Nick Chubb with a small gain. Chubb with a small gain. Ironically, a Chubb with a small gain. I don't know what's up with Nick Chubb, man. He looks a little cold out there. They got the big jacket on him on the sideline. He's got 56 rushes for 174 yards. He's averaging 3.1 yards per carry. Pretty low for a Nick Chubb season after coming back from an injury, but he's making it do what it do. On the 3rd and 2, man, oh my God. Tillman, a big target for Jameis Winston, could not come down with the pass on 3rd and 2. Jameis did get tripped up right there in the backfield, but I do think Tillman could have brought that ball in. At the same time, yeah, it was a little bit of a little mishap there on the play, but at the same time, he could have brought that in. I think this cold weather really has an impact on these receivers catching the ball. What do y'all think? Do y'all think people play harder in cold weather, or do people play a little bit more lackadaisical? Because when I played football, it seemed like maybe it really was the weather, but it felt like people was out there hitting hard, man. It felt like people was cracking necks, and I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Do y'all think people back then, the cold weather, it's everybody had this thing saying it was football weather. Cold weather is football weather. Man, I hated playing in the cold weather, dog. Like I was one of them kids, in Kentucky playing football to where it was like, man, I would much rather go shovel snow. I'd rather go pick up bricks all day long, do something, but I don't want to play football in the cold. We got 1st and 10 with the Steelers. 1st and 10. Another run to Najee Harris, just trying to keep the ball rolling, just trying to keep people's blood flowing. I think that's why the Steelers are trying to go with this run game, even though it hasn't really been in their favor. Steelers versus Brown. We got Steelers leading with penalties, 4 penalties, 3 first down, 2 punts, and 1 missed field goal. We got a missed field goal on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and other. 2nd and 6, bringing up Russell Wilson under the center. Najee Harris alone in the backfield. Play action. Cut out to the outside. Who is that with the pickup? Tight end. That's what I'm saying. Get more tight end dumps in the game. We need them in the game, guys. If y'all want the Steelers to pull this out, we need them in the game. It's looking like the Browns may cover that spread. I know the spread was at a -3.5 point spread for the Browns. They may cover that because it's looking as if this is definitely going to be a low scoring game as we thought, but it might be lower scoring than we ever thought. This might be an Alabama LSU national championship low. Pickens cutting across the middle, another key reception on the day for the first down. Like I tell y'all, man, Pickens has been playing his ass off with the monstrous catch by Pickens at that. That is why I put Pickens on my spotlight for this week. I don't know what he's been doing, who he's been training with, the receiver coach, but he's been turning his game up to a new level. He's one of those players that sometimes you give people the ball too much, too many targets, they start dropping it, they start feeling the pressure. They don't want to stay being the player that they had become. They don't want to stay being this high performing player because it's too much pressure. Pickens is like, nah, give me the ball, feed me the ball every time, every game. Throw it to me 14 times. Let me catch 10 of these. I'm gonna get it for you. That's what the Steelers need. You know. Then you got Mike Williams coming over. Or not Mike Williams, excuse me. Oh my God. Man, these commercials have been killing me, y'all. These commercials have been killing me, man. Hmm. Where the hell is my lighter at, man? I done lost my lighter, y'all. Done lost my damn lighter, y'all. Hold on. Who y'all got y'all money on tonight, though? Steelers? Mm, mm, mm. Love, sweet love. You win it, uh. All right, we back, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what happened, man. Every time you try to get a hold of something or you doing something, y'all, you always end up losing something. Anybody else go through that, man? As soon as I get to streaming and doing anything, I lose something.